Okay.
Hi, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend Hand here, and it is absolutely great to see you here this afternoon. And today I'm very, very excited to have Simon back with us again. And last time he was here talking about smoking pipes, and it was very, very fun. And he's gonna have another one that is exciting experience with you. And today we're gonna talk about something very, very unique and something that every internet marketer need. That is domain. And not many people talk about how to really make money just off the domain itself. And we know that if you get the right domain, it can flip for millions or $10,000. But that's what we're gonna be talking here to talk about. At the end of this interview, he's gonna introduce a brand new software, give you that unfair advantage to all your competition because you literally can grab the domain before it goes to public. And if you have that upper hand, you definitely need it, okay? You definitely need to grab it. So it'll be very, very exciting. And he's going to share this awesome piece of software work with both PC, Mac, and iPhone and Android phone. That's amazing stuff. He's going to demo here in a bit. So before we get into all this excitement here, let's kind of learn how Simon got started with the internet marketing, and most importantly, what did he do exactly to achieve the level of success that he has today? So Simon, please don't hypnotize me, but do tell your awesome internet marketing story here, and take it over from here.
Well, I actually discovered internet marketing completely by accident because, as you mentioned in my previous life, and what I still do every week is I'm actually as well a stage hypnotist.
Mm-hmm.
And I was doing a show over in Greece, and I bumped into the hypnotist on the next island.
Mm-hmm.
He's known to probably the listeners as Mark Milburn, Robert Temple, the hypnotist, and he'd been doing a little bit of internet marketing. So we made a product together. Our first product, we sold 2 copies. I think one of them was to his mum. And I discovered the Warrior Forum from that and started making a private label rights products from that.
Mm-hmm.
And from that, I've moved on to working with various people launching software products.
Mm-hmm.
And getting feedback from what a lot of people want is they like software that they can use on the desktop rather than having to go into WordPress or anything like that. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people, like yourself and me, we've got Macs. Mm-hmm. And as an affiliate, I'm sure you'll agree with me, there's nothing worse than having a piece of software to test and it doesn't work on your Mac, and I've got to get my laptop out and use it on that. And it's great to have a software now that works on both Mac and PC. Yeah. And so many people are on the go, and they can use the versions there on the tablets and their iPads and their iPhones. Mm-hmm. So it's really cross-compatible.
Yeah. So I think nowadays you really it comes to the, especially in the internet marketing world, a lot of people owns a Mac in this community here, and just because flip on it works, and it's not really technical challenge. People that just want to get things done, let's do the Mac, and not many people actually went out of the way to make sure you work with the PC and Mac. So whenever there is a product whenever there is a product talking at a both platform, I always give it 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, it's a lot. I find a Mac a lot easier to work on. Since I've got my Mac, I've been a lot more productive, and I don't like having to go over to my Windows laptop. I mean, it's got about 3-inch layer of dust on it now, because I just don't use it very much.
And cool. So, you obviously, I just want to kind of show people it doesn't matter what kind of walk of life you start with internet marketing, you can actually achieve a huge success like you do. And you do actually right now you run your own events, so a lot of people knows you, and you're launching huge products all the time. But it's not always been like that when you're first starting, right? I mean, you are from the day one. I know you are not very technique savvy, and you don't do anything related to technique at all, and that's actually an advantage because you created software for the people that if Simon can use it, anybody else can use it, sort of a thing here. And so make a lot of people's life so much easier.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot easier when, the software, even though it's powerful, is that easy. You can just pick it up. Because I'm a typical bloke. I don't like to read the instructions. I just like to press buttons and it work. And that's from day one. I wanted a user interface that was that easy. You didn't actually need to. You didn't need to read the instructions. I wanted something you could pick up that you could use that was powerful and worked, and obviously worked on my Mac.
And obviously, to your experience, you not only did your own launches and did huge success with it, but you also meet with the people with all walks of life in this internet marketing community. You must have a lot of different perspective. So my question to you: if someone's starting out with internet marketing today, what would it be? Maybe 3 advice you could give to them to make sure they're at least going to the right direction.
Yeah, keep. First piece of advice is keep going, because you've got to find out which internet marketing is such a big space. There's people killing it with CPA offers. There's people killing it like we were talking about before by just buying and selling domains and selling them at a profit. There's people making a lot of money in SEO. There's people making a lot of money in launching products. There's people. I don't do it myself, but I know there's even people making money local marketing. But find something that you enjoy doing, and keep doing that. I mean, I like launching products and working with affiliates because I quite like talking to people on the whole. And the live events are great to go out there and see people. From people who are out at the last event. You've got people who were absolutely killing it in multiple niches. Like Peter Garrity is making a lot of money off his blog networks, but he's also making a lot of money launching products. Right from people who had who literally had just discovered the event on an events listing, and had never even thought about internet marketing. They've just seen, this looks interesting, I might learn it. And then you've got people who were on courses. You've got people who put together a lot of training. You've got people from all walks of life, right from like people who were like 20, 21 into retired ladies in the 60s. You'd really got such a great thing. You guys, girls, everything.
Yeah. So what? So kind of saying is like it's not internet marketing not working. It's a matter for you to find out what's that key focus you need to be focused on. Just focus on to really start seeing the results from it, right? Is that maybe a correct way to put it?
You want to narrow it down a little bit. You can do a little bit of everything, but get good at one thing first. If it's ranking sites, don't start trying to sell T-shirts on Facebook, because if you're good at ranking sites, you're gonna, once that fad's gone, you're gonna make a lot more money if you can, really get into a niche and rank high for that and build it up from there. Because you can, if you're ranking high for something, you can build a list with that, you can sell products with that, you can be an affiliate with that. It doesn't need to be, hard work, because the great thing is about internet marketing, and what a lot of people forget because they'll get so engrossed in it, is that you're supposed to be living the internet lifestyle, which is the freedom to work from your laptop wherever you want to go.
Yeah, and I think you're a great example of it. I think you just pretty much outsource everything you do, isn't it?
yeah. I mean, I don't. Apart from working, I don't build the software. I don't know one line of code, but I know what I like, and I know what most people want something that's easy to use.
Right.
And basically, speaking to a lot of people and speaking to a lot of my customers, ideally, one button to push.
Right.
to get to the end result.
Right. 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 So he spoke
People
something.
don't.
Yeah, he just spoke. He just gave away something very important here. One button and go direct to results. Not too complicated stuff here. So let's talk about this domain thing here. I don't think not many people talk about this lately. And how do you? What is this domain flipping thing? What is this? I mean, everybody needs a domain. That's without saying, because if you own the internet, you one time or two, you need to buy some kind of domain. But some of those domains are really, really hard to come by, and because it always seems like the bigger company always kind of snipe it away before you can. And so let's talk about some of the way you can make money with a domain name, just buying sell domains or buy age domains for SEO reasons. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, there's two great ways to make money with domains, and they're two of the biggest money makers on the internet, and it's not really mentioned more, because like I was saying before, things tend to go in fads. At the moment, there was a big, it seems to be dying off a bit, but a big t-shirt fad, and before that there was a big local marketing fad. And people forget, one of the things that every person on the internet needs, whether it's a local business, yourself, or anything like that, is a domain name. And if you could go back in your TARDIS, if you were Doctor Who, and you could go back in time, 18, 20 years, and get weightloss.com, and you put one article on that every week from now, can you imagine the amount of traffic that would be worth? That would be worth 50, 60, 70 million dollars now. But obviously, the person who owns weightloss.com, they're not going to want to sell it to you. But there's thousands of domains that are worth money that expire. People either forget to renew them, or they've bought a domain, done loads of work on it, ranking well, but they've seen the next big thing, forgotten about that, left that, or unfortunately people die, so the domain owner could have died, or people just really, forget the password, lock themselves out. They're that busy walking the dog that they've forgotten to renew the domain. So those domains are up for grabs all the time, and they'll have. A lot of those could have page ranks of up to 7, which means you're ranking not just #1 in your search term. You're ranking #1 in the top 10 for loads of related terms. I remember last time we talked, we were talking about jokingly getting into the pipe smoking niche. But you could be ranked, if you had pipesmokers.com, you could be ranking really well for smoking jackets, tobacco, or other terms like that. You know what I mean? Or the other way to do it is imagine, that domain's just dropped. You bought it. You particularly don't want to get into the pipe smoking niche. You could sell that domain to the Pipe Smokers Association of America for $5,000.
Yeah. So
easy money. It's a great person's money maker.
Right, so I think all the single domains pretty much all gone, and if you have one, you probably worth a lot of money. So, and we kind of work on a lot. I mean, even the .com and .net are getting disappear as well. So, and if you think about what makes things valuable is the fact that it's limited, right? So it's like when. For example, gold is very valuable metals because we have very limited amount. If you're in real estate, land, it's not the house worth money, but it's the land because God only creates so many amount of land. So when more population increases, the land value goes up, right? So it's the same thing with a domain. When you are kind of renting out a domain, then the overall domain is going to start, the value is going up. It's kind of like you're putting your money into an investment almost.
Yeah, you made a really good point there, because the internet's not going away, and there is only, like you said, there is only a finite amount of .coms, .nets. I'm not so bothered really about the other extensions, unless you're in UK. Then a .co.uk is a very valuable thing, but that domain that we just talked about, weightloss.com. Anyone listening to that will think to themselves: is that domain going to become more valuable or less valuable in the future? These domains are going to become more value. It's a good investment is to buy domains. That's why people, you see them going for thousands, tens of thousands of dollars. And if you can get a 3, 4, or 5 letter domain, then you're quids in. You are quids in, because you know, if you had like wiggle.com, there'd be no way. There's no business, you know. Well, there probably is. Someone's going to email you now and say, you know, they own Wiggle, but it's highly brandable for something like that. I mean, look at strange terms like Squidoo and a Clout. You know, a 5-letter or a 4 or a 3-letter domain is worth a fortune.
Mm-hmm. And I just did a quick search on Flipper.com, and I think that's one of the sites you can really really flip the domain. So I'm gonna do a quick, maybe a quick screen share here, just kind of show you guys that you know, how much money people are selling this kind of domain for. So give me 1 second here. This always confuses me right here, I think. So I'm gonna lock on my screen. All right. So as you guys see, I don't know if you can see this or not. Can you see this, Simon?
Yeah, I can see that.
All right. So I mean, as we're talking here, I just kind of, you know, did a quick search on Flipper.com, and you can see it ranges from $200 to $50,000. Okay. Even this one is 2-word domains, 5,000, and this is a live auction that's happening right now. So just imagine, what if you can steal this at, you know, $5 or you know, whatever, $10 the most, and resell here. See, here's 20,000. Oh, that's good, interesting domain right there. Fitly.com. Yeah. So share. Even the info sites is selling for 6,000. He's asking for $18,000 for this, and you literally, you don't have to build a site on this, and you can just flip it for, you know, there's people buying this. This is people that 42 people bet on this, and you guys can do your independent research to verify this. It's at flipperbuydomains.com. You can see lots of domain are being flipped in here every single day. That's happening right now. Imagine that what if you have the ability, grab one of this and resell this for this money. You can do this all day long, right? I mean, because you don't really have to build sites. You don't really, I mean, you probably need a hosting company, host temporarily. Just buy low, sell high. It's the oldest, I guess, trade technique here, right? So I'm on to the second page here. Yeah. There's 16,000 right there. But most likely you won't.
You don't even need hosting. You don't even need to host the domains. As long as you've got them in your account, you don't even need a hosting plan.
Yeah,
because when you sell a domain.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So, and some of these people buy the domain for the PR ranking, just for the build a private network of blogs, because, you know, that's the fastest way to rank your pages right now. Have your own private blogs that, you know, already have a trust factor with Google, and you know, this is one of the places they usually come to buy, but not after this interview, because he's going to give you an even better way to get this for a lot cheaper. So this is where you can resell it for high profits, and you know, just want to kind of show you this is real. We're not just talking theory here. This is happening as we're speaking. So I'm going to switch this thing off, come back to the cam. Can you see me now, Simon?
Yeah.
All right. So I just want to quickly show you guys that this is happening. I mean, if you go flipper.com, there's actually specific section. One's for the flipping sites, one's flipping the domains. So so that's one of the method. And like another method I mentioned is a lot of SEO guy actually will, you know, spend $250 buy a PR4 and PR5 domains and stick a whole bunch of content on it, and then point back to the money side. They feel $250 or $300 well worth it, because you don't have to spend the money building backlinks, add contents like what the previous owner has done in the past. So there's a lot of people in the market constantly looking for good domains. I mean, I don't think this market is ever gonna die, because it's like you buying Go and selling Go market. It's never gonna die, because there's always gonna be buyers and it's always gonna be sellers in that marketplace, right?
I mean, 27 different domains have sold for over $3 million.
Oh wow! So there you go, guys.
Paid for a domain was insurance.com, which sold for $35.6 million.
Yeah, somebody got smart back in the days. Got insurance.com. So, by the
Yeah.
way, yeah, by the way, it's interesting to see if your own name get registered or not. And I can't even get my own name right now. I can't even get my own name. Hamfan.com's taken. That was kind of so.
Yeah, I mean, some of the domain names that have sold for loads of money aren't even ones you would think were that exciting. Giftcard.com sold in 2012 for 4 million.
Oh wow. Yeah, and the thing about this is, I think a typical internet marketer or somebody doing a lot of internet marketing, they probably have have a lot of domains. They just especially when you keep starting out, you just buy lots of domains. Hey, this looks good. I want to have it, and just the price is so affordable, like $5-6. Sometimes you can get a deal on those, and even $10 when you have fresh domain. So we tend to forget about over the years, and that's where this kind of software can really help you grab those forgotten one and before anybody else can. So let's talk about why is the reason you and your partner Richard has come out with this software, and specifically what kind of problem did you guys ran into when you're trying to get your own domains, or to either buy or sell it, or for your own blogging or whatever it is? What kind of specific problem you guys ran into?
Well, one of Richard's main things that he made all his money on was private blog networks.
Okay.
And to find the right domains to add into your blog networks is really, really hard.
Mm-hmm.
You need lots of different subscription services, and paying into the thousands of dollars for all the different subscription services, and then you individually check the page rank, because a lot of people say, oh, it's a page rank 4, but they're using fake page rank, so you need to check each individual page rank. You need to check how much traffic it's got, whether it's getting clicks in Google, whether where it's coming from, if it's got any social aspects, and it's just a very long, very time-consuming place, because in just the domain aftermarket, there's like 12 different aftermarkets.
Oh wow!
And then the other thing that we wanted to do was to get the real gold nuggets. Like we say, the 3-letter domains, the short one-word domains. And that was each one of those subscription services was $800. It worked out $800 a year just to get the subscription services individually. Oh, wow. So basically, we wanted to put all that into one tool. We came up with a concept. We showed the ideas to a few people, and then I said, let's make something that runs on a Mac and a PC. And we looked at all the different domain softwares out there, right from like what we would call a toy one, right up to the stuff that costs $300-400 a year, and stuff that costs like over $100 a month. And we came up with one that was better, which is something we're going to launch as a subscription service, but just for 1 week, we're going to do it for a one-off payment.
So yes, that's really, really cool what you guys are doing here. I think another problem is we don't have the time to sit in here just to grab right then when the domain's available, right? I mean, that's impossible sometimes, and you require some kind, that's why you have to buy the servers and to kind of help you monitor and grab them, and it can add up really quickly, isn't it?
I mean, for example, let's say you had a look at the who is, the information that's on each domain for your ham fan domain, and you found out in a couple of months that domain's going to be dropping. So you can go to a back order service, but each time you back order, you're paying $60 to $70 depending on where you go. So if there's 10 domains that you want, that's $70 you've spent already. Or you can subscribe to the services. So if you're buying a lot of domains, $800 a year isn't a lot of money. If you just want to get one domain, then it can be. And what they'll do is basically those services is the moment that at midnight and like 3 seconds, they'll claim it for you.
Mm.
But obviously, unless you want to sit there pressing refresh, I don't know about you, but if you've ever tried to bid on something on eBay, there's nothing worse than waking up in the morning finding out that someone's, outbid you right at the very last second. So basically what these do is they try and claim it for you the moment it expires. But we built that into the software as well.
Yeah, so basically, your software is going to replace the $800 servers, in other words, right?
Yeah.
For much affordable price. And so let's. Do you have maybe a couple of minutes, kind of show us what exactly is this thing do and how cool this is?
Yeah, sure.
By the way, we have.
Just let me.
By the way, we have one viewer watching this live right now. So just want to say hi while we're waiting on Simon to set up.
Probably Richard.
That'd be awesome.
Okay, I was having a look there. I mean, there's various different tabs. I'll go through them. But this is the actual... Well, we've just been talking about the drop sniper, so I'll show you that first. I'll show you the instant domain finder, which is the drop sniper. Now, I was having a little search before for a really valuable term, which is credit. Because if you have a look in Google to get on any kind of credit cards, bad credit, you're paying, if you were advertising on that, you're paying $4 or $5 a click. It's a really expensive keyword. But as you can see here, I mean, if we want to look at something, let's go for a funny one. Let's go for flights. Flights is another expensive search term. So there we go. OneCheapFlights.com.
Oh wow!
That'll give you dropping. Florida Flight School. See, it's even good for local marketers. Canada-Flights.
Oh yeah.
That's expiring.
That's
as you can see there, Cheap Flights Las Vegas, Cheap Flights Spot, Flights for Two. There's some amazing domain names there. All of those have got to be, four-figure domain names. Something you could buy there, get it the moment it drops, and sell it straight away 4 figures. Boom. Or if we want to look at something that everyone here has, which is probably like an iPhone domains. I've no idea what I'm going to find here.
Right.
There we go. cheapiphone.com. Cheap iPhone, all for iPhone. Apple iPhone sales. There's a good Apple iPhone cases. There's quite a few there in that. Or if you want to go for an internet marketing term, maybe SEO.
They got some interesting name in there.
There's loads. Audio SEO, interesting. Or buySEOtool.com.
Oh wow.
Buy SEO promotion.
That's a good domain.
We can go for countries. Canada. Anything. You're going to find some great. You're going to find some great domains in any kind of niche going, and these are just the big. BuildersCanada.com. Someone could get that, rent it out to a building company in Canada. Canada no sitting. Some of these you can actually. I will warn people that you can end up spending a long time playing with this. But let's go for that one, so I can just show you the next part of the tool.
So by the way, if you park your domain while you're trying to sell it, you can still make money with it, because you can put some temporary ads on there. I think some of the domain can even do ad sharing for you if you have a domain you're not using. Just put something up there. Just get sometimes you just automatically get the organic traffic to it because of the domain name. So make sure that's one quick tip there. While you're waiting to sell it, you can still be there making money. Probably not a huge difference, but hey, why not? You already bought it. Why not use it, right?
If you've got something that
Like
if you've got a domain name that's getting, a bit of organic traffic, then you can make quite a bit on there. And you've also got your domain capture there, which basically you add your domains in, and it will basically bid on those automatically for you. You can select the domains that you've registered.
So do you have to sign?
And it will basically do that. You sign up for these.
Okay.
And they're completely free to sign up with.
Okay.
And those are the 3 different services that will catch them for you. They'll give you a little API key.
Okay.
You plug those straight in there. They're completely free to get.
Okay.
And Bob's your uncle. That's, I say, that's just one part of the of that, and that's finding your domains through the domain finder. But then you've got your instant domain sniper, which will find domains in the aftermarket for you, which is the main part of the tool. So let's have a look for cats. Domains with cats. If anyone is in the cat niche. We did the dog niche we talked about the dog niche last time we spoke.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about the cat niche.
Next time we'll talk about.
So here's a few. I've got. We'll try that if you want. So here you've got all your filters. So as I said, there's all those different domain marketplaces you can talk to. You can do there. You can choose how much page rank you want. So we want at least something with a bit of page rank for this. How much you're willing to pay in the aftermarket. How many backlinks. How much traffic you want the domain to have. You can filter out the ones with fake page rank so you don't get stuck.
That is cool.
And the age domains, because our age domains are obviously worth more. So here we've got a few ones there that do that. So we'll have a look at this domain here, and this will tell you. It'll get the scores from Moz, which is the subscription service, but we actually include this for you. There's no extra charge on that, and that'll tell you the domains linking in, the authority of the domain, and the page authority from Moz, the SEO company. So you got quite a bit, before you buy it.
People like other software ask everybody individually to buy the Moz subscription. So this one, when they get the software, it's included. Just want to clarify that.
Yeah, it's all included.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's included. We have what's called an API key, which means we can do that.
Okay.
You can get all the scores on there. Also included, after all that, if you can't find, I was doing one there for credit because I do a bit of work in the credit niche. If you can't find a domain that's already second-hand, this will find you unregistered domains. So, so say I want to launch a site in the credit niche, as I was doing before. I can do that with business nouns, business verbs, country codes. So animals, basic words. So business verbs will go for. I can add it to the end and choose whether I want to have a hyphen or no hyphen. I can check the domain, and there we go. There's a good one. Acceptedcredit.com. So these are all ideas. Build credit, buy credit. Buycredit.com's not registered. Wow. This will give me other domains.
This brand new domain has not been registered, right, in this section?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a domain suggester.
Okay. Just want to make sure that. So this is. Oh man, some of this domain are really really nice. I think some of these people might see some of your domain as they're watching this right now. So that's cool.
Say I like that one. I want to optimize it. This is one I was doing. Here's one I optimized earlier.
Oh, cool.
So I want to check out what keywords in the credit niche that are ranking for, and there you go. Credit is a cost per click of $6.30. It's an extremely competitive niche, but that will give me the competition there of those particular keywords there, how much search they're getting, and how much a click, and how many searches there are in those.
I like this. I wish I had this when I first started affiliate marketing. It saved me a lot of time. This definitely saved me a lot because in old days you had to go this website for the keywords and you got to go another site for the domain search, a WHOIS site, just a whole bunch of different tabs opens and it confused crap out of you. I like you have everything just in one place here.
Well, it's one piece of software that is going to stay pinned to your taskbar.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like me to give you a little bit of information about some of the upgrades that we offer?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, with the upgrades, there are other tabs that you can unlock.
Okay.
And this one is your competition sniper. So if you want to check your competition on that term, it gets the data from another subscription service called SEMrush.
Mm-hmm.
And that will tell you basically how your competitors are getting ranked in those keywords.
Oh, okay.
And they see everything in there. How much their website is worth. That's the density of that keyword in there. Loads and loads of data there for you to work with.
Cool.
And also, if you want to check a domain, as we were saying earlier, I'm just really whipping through these for you. Whether this domain, before you buy it, I'm thinking of buying that. Has this domain already got some social signals? It hasn't got any social signals, so that maybe I don't like that domain as much as I thought. And, I can check its LinkedIn, its Facebook likes.
This is a domain has not exist. Of course, it doesn't have any social signals. So if you pick the ones that's maybe some people use that domain before, you're gonna get some kind of social signal and backlinks, all that stuff. So because you pick this domain from your suggestion area and that don't even exist yet, so that's why it's all 0.
Let's optimize. Oh, I clicked on the wrong tab there. Can you still see my screen? Okay.
Yep.
Let's tick on this one and let's see if there's any. We'll optimize that, and we'll see if that's. You can compare two domains against each other.
Oh,
that's going to tell me if that one has got any social signals. So I could be thinking about two domains. Maybe that one's getting quite a lot of Facebook traffic or something.
Right.
And also, maybe I want to read about that later, so I can create a PDF report to take away.
Okay. Now, is the I think instant social sniper or instant competition sniper? You say there's another service. Is that the quote unquote another service require additional fee to subscribe to that, or is that something you also provided with the purchase?
We're paying the fee for that. It's a one-off charge. There's nothing else that's going to be needed.
Okay, because that's
the SEM.
Yeah, because that's one of the most questions. Is there any additional fee after I purchase this? So basically, you kind of eat the cost yourself. All the people who buy this are getting this as part of the benefit. Getting this is that they don't have to pay the monthly fee for all this extra servers you have to sign up to get the data. That to me, that's a huge advantage there.
Yeah, you get that. So the upgrade option 1 will give you the the competition sniper, the social sniper, and the domain report facility. Mm-hmm. There's also a really rather clever second upgrade option, which is the time sniper, which will show you what used to be on that domain before it expired. So if that domain was already ranking really well in, say, the cat niche, you can see what if there was anything ever on that domain, what it was ranking for. This domain was basically like links there, so you can see what was captured on there. This domain here was a site about funny cats by the looks of it. So you can see what that was actually ranking for before. So for example, if something was ranking for dog tags, was it ranking for military dog tags, or was it ranking for tags for your dog?
You definitely you definitely want to check that the domain actually matches the content, because you want to make sure before you buy a domain, Google is not penalized as I in the old history database, and this is a we can quickly verify that hey, this is actually a cat site before, because when once you get it, you want to put a similar content on there as well.
Exactly. You can find out exactly what it was using to rank, what kind of content was on there, everything like that. And you can find out what was getting it the traffic.
Mm-hmm.
And if it was a bad site before as well, if it was something terrible on there that you might not want yourself associated with. So that really is kind of like your insurance policy.
Right. It's like you're walking the car lot. You want to get the Carfax. You want to get all the history on that car, and before you make that huge purchase of a car investment, right? So I think in the U.S. they have a report called Carfax, and this is kind of like that. So let's talk about Instant Drop Sniper now.
Yep, there we go. We can see there by the domain that there's actually 007.net is dropping. You can get some really, really short domains on there. These are just domains that start with numbers.
So this is I guess the domain is dropping today, or they're having they're not dropping. That's like next year, I think.
Yeah, there's ones later in the year. It's when they're due to drop.
Oh, okay.
Those are just ones with numbers in.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go back. Let's see if we can find any 4-letter domains that are dropping without numbers.
Okay.
As you can see there, 4-letter domains that are all dropping.
That's interesting.
Loads and loads of 4-letter domains.
That's very interesting. Now, is the Instant Dropper Sniper is the Instant Dropper Sniper part of the second OTO? Just want to be clarified here.
No, the Instant Domain Finder and Catcher, which I call the Drop Sniper, is part of the front end. That's part of that's the initial offer.
Okay, great.
We were going to put it in as an upgrade, but we decided that virtually everyone had wanted it, so we put it straight away there.
Okay.
It is normally something that would normally cost you $97. Like I say, so a similar service without all the other things that I've shown you costs $800, and you don't get everything else that I've shown you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why that kind of thing. We said we're paying for the subscription services. That's why it's going to be a one-off price for 1 week only, and then it will be $47 a month, because we're competing against $800 software that doesn't have half the functionality.
Mm-hmm. And it takes.
And those are all 4letter.com.
Yeah, it takes monthly maintenance for this. That's why he had to go monthly model later on. So if you want this, grab this lifetime access as early as you can at lowest possible price, so you get to use this for a long time. So is that pretty much everything we need to show here?
Yeah, that's pretty much everything. There's also for those that are interested in making more out of the domains, the second upgrade option offers also lifetime access to the private Facebook group, where the top domain experts are going to be sharing their secrets.
Oh, cool. All right, cool. Could you kind of maybe come back to the cam so I can ask you some specific question about the offer now?
Yep. Am I back? No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I am. There we go.
It takes a couple of seconds. Thanks, Google Hangout, right? All right, so let's talk about the offer itself. Let's talk about the name of the product, time to launch, and who's going to be really benefit for getting this.
Right, the pro. Oh, excuse me. I think I'm nearly ready for a drink.
Okay, it's bad.
The product is called Instant Domain Sniper. Thank you very much, helpful person. The product's called Instant Domain Sniper. It opens at 11 a.m. Eastern, and there'll be a 2-hour price freeze before we raise the price.
Okay.
It's going to be launching the lowest possible price you'll be able to get it on will be $47 for the Ultimate Edition that includes the Drop Sniper. For those people who only just want to, pop a toe in there, there's also a limited version without the Drop Sniper. But as you said, that really is, an absolute killer feature for $37. And for those who maybe just want to look for the odd domain now and again, there's a limited 25 searches a day without the Drop Sniper for $27.
Okay. Okay. So
also,
go ahead.
I've completely lost my train of thought now.
All right. So I was asking the time of the launch and who's going to be really benefit for getting this.
Right. There's really two kinds of people who are really going to enjoy it. Anyone who's into SEO, ranking the sites, blog networks, anything like that, it's the no-brainer of the year. And also for people who are generally just wanting to make a bit of extra money on the internet, you're laughing because you can buy those domains. You can find 20, 30 domains that you want to buy, set the Time Sniper, and then bang them out and flip them.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's talk about the. You kind of went over the front end a little bit already, but let's kind of revisit again just to clarify a couple of things. Let's talk about what exactly are they getting inside the front end, and the what is the starting out price. You kind of already said that already, and how many days you're going to keep this offer opening. And remember, guys, he mentioned for 2 hours you're going to get the from 11, 12, maybe till 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can get this locked in early bird price here. So so remember that. So let's talk about again what is exactly are they getting inside the front end offer, and what exactly is the starting out price, and how many days you're going to keep this thing open.
Okay. At the end of the 7 days, it will go to a monthly fee, no exceptions. We may do an annual license again, but we're going to be looking over $200 for it. Inside the front end on the Ultimate Edition, which is the one we said for $47, you're getting unlimited searches on the Instant Domain Sniper. You can go through the in-depth data as much as you want there. You're getting the Suggestion Sniper and the Keyword Sniper. And also, both parts of the Drop Capture, which is the Time Sniper and the Drop Sniper. They changed names today, which is why we call it the Drop Sniper. It was originally called the Drop Sniper, but we've called... it was originally called the Drop Capture, so it comes under one tab of Instant Drop Sniper, which is Instant Domain Finder and Instant Domain Capture.
Okay.
It's like one tab with sub-tabs, which is the bit for finding the 3-letter domains and the domains as they drop.
Okay.
All that's included in the $47.
Okay.
And the more I say that, the more it seems like it's probably a bit too cheap.
Okay. So one question I think is most asked question is, with one purchase, how many computers can you put this software on?
That is one computer. But I think we're going to be allowing it for one desktop and one laptop under the same house. Okay.
Because that's kind of, everybody asked me that, so I want to clarify that. Okay, so let's talk about the OTO here. Let's talk about, again, what is it inside the OTO, and what is the starting up price? Is it on dime sale, or all that good stuff?
It is on a dime sale. It's going to be the Instant Competition Sniper, so you can find out how hard something's going to be ranked on. The excuse me, the Instant Social Sniper, so you can find out how much social traffic you're getting, and also the report, so you can make hard copies of those. And the second OTO is the Time Sniper and the Facebook group and secret private training.
Okay. All right. So okay, what is the price for the OTO 1, and what is the price for OTO 2, please?
OTO 1 is $47, and OTO 2 is starting at $37.
Okay, cool. And I just want to remind. They are in diamond sale, so you want to get in them faster and early.
They're on diamond sale.
All right. Yeah. So That's the.
They're also computers
I'm
on the
sorry.
Ultimate Edition.
I'm sorry.
That's
Say that
also
again.
licensed. They're also licensed for 2 computers as well.
Okay. Cool. Cool. All right. Cool. So all right. So that's all the OTO you have, right?
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
Nothing else. Nothing too expensive. Nothing hundreds of dollars.
Okay. All right. So that's about all the questions I need to ask you here, Simon. And but before I go, I got one last question, and it's going to be very important. And that is, as people watching this interview, especially watching the live demo you just did, they're very exciting. They want to grab this and when this launches, and especially at this one-time lifetime access price, not at the 200 annual prices later on. And they want to grab it, but everybody has that little voice on the back of their head tell them, kind of little devil in your head, like telling you not to taking actions and not do anything. So my question to you, Simon, is what makes this software of yours so unique, so different that they should absolutely grab this during the launching period, especially when this thing launches?
Well, I remember when a few other tools about the classic one I remember was Optimize Press. Optimize Press was a WSO at $27, and I missed it and ended up having to pay $197 because, like Optimize Press and things like that, there are some things that you're going to keep in your toolbox. Every internet marketer has in their toolbox software that you use day to day. I'm sure you use things like Optimize Press, Camtasia, things like that. Are your general toolbox items. This software that we've made is to be a toolbox item. It's going to something you're going to use every day. The idea of this software is not just we see the latest big thing every day. The latest novelty item. Cash in on this latest trend of pipe smoking or t-shirts or something like that. This, like a good membership script is something that you're going to need day in, day out. We've made this as something that's going to be in your taskbar that you're not going to close, that you're always going to have open. And it's not going to be repeated this kind of price. It's going to be a monthly subscription service, and then we're going to be offering it on webinars at $297 for 12 months access, not for a lifetime.
Okay, great. So, so if you guys sit back and think about this, what is that one thing you always need on the internet? Is domains, right? So if you buy it now, you don't use it, I guarantee within a year you're gonna use them more than just once. So I think if you grab 1 or 2 good domains, you kind of pay it itself, right? I mean, just think back and think about that. This is a lifetime access. So during the period of being an internet marketer, think how much money you're going to save in the very long term. I think that's the right approach for this one. So, and I think this, as I'm watching this, I seen a whole bunch of features I really like, and I think I love the fact you don't have to go all over the web to kind of get all the information. It's all in one place, and as you can see to the live demo, it's fairly quick. The results. Some of the software takes an hours just to get a whole bunch, one page of a domain out, and you want to save time, you want to save money, then you want to get good domains, and this is definitely something you want to grab. I'm sorry.
We put the database on. We put the actual database is on a separate cloud server.
Okay.
So no matter how many people grab this during the launch, the first thing we thought was we weren't going to put it on a big dedicated server, but we thought, on the first day, everyone's going to be piling in. They're going to be getting it while it's so cheap, and they're going to want to do some searches. And the last thing we want our customers to do is think, well, I've waited a minute now and nothing's happened. I'm still looking at a screen. So, it's hosted on the cloud.
Okay. So there you go. So it's going to be fast and it's going to get you the results. And, there's plenty domain for everybody, too. As you can see how many domain with the one search comes out. I don't think any one person can buy all the domain in the world. So there's plenty for you to grab, and this thing gonna help you grab before anybody else does. So taking action on that. Okay. All right. So guys, thank you so much for watching with us right now, and I do have that one viewer stick with us for the whole time. So I think we entertain that person very well here. So anyway, again, thank you so much for watching this interview, and stay tuned. Watch the a very quick demo video slash sales video on this, so you know exactly how this thing works. Most importantly, how it's going to really save you tons of time and tons money. All right, so and don't miss that opportunity, because like he said, he could have just paid $27 for his optimized price. Now he has to pay $200 for it. So this is kind of like that thing going on here. So grab this lifetime opportunity, and look out for my email tomorrow as well, so you can absolutely grab this at the launching period. Now, Simon, before I go, let's talk about the extra bonus you have for us. I do believe you have some awesome stuff on there as well.
I have? Oh, yes, I have. I have some very special bonuses for you. Let me just get those up for you.
I've actually
got 3 pieces.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I forgot. I actually got three pieces of software for you. We have, they're going to fit really well with this. We have the Instant Syndication Sniper. That lets you basically automatically post all your content to your social networks, your Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, everything like that. And it's completely automated. So, you know, you've got your old domain, you want to breathe a bit of life into it, so you can start to syndicate your content with that plugin. I know similar plugins to that sell for $47. You've also got your domain optimizer, which is a special plugin which will optimize everything, so you're getting the maximum amount of SEO juice from that domain. And we've also got a really special report called Instant Domain Profits, which is basically so you can pick up your pick up your software and start making money out of it straight away.
That's cool, man. If you had to estimate value of this entire bonus package, what would that be? Just an estimation. You know, just give us a range, like.
At least $150 worth of bonuses there, without me like throwing a silly number on that. But there's at least $150 worth of bonuses.
Okay. Cool. Well, you guys heard it, and again, one thing I know you guys want to get on the early bird, a little bit early bird before anybody else, and he does have a 9 a.m. webinar, right? Is that correct? And as soon as the webinar is over, and he's gonna open the door. So if you really want to be the first one to go there, grab at the absolute lowest possible price, go ahead, click my link below, sign up for that webinar for tomorrow, and so you're gonna be plus, you know, you get on the webinar to ask him live questions, and he's a pretty fun person to talk to, trust me. So as you guys can see here, so just again, it's gonna be open at 9 a.m. the webinar, and you're gonna be, I think those are the first group gonna have the chance to grab this thing. And also, he's gonna give about 150 worth, at least 150 worth of value that go. It's kind of a companion of this awesome software as well. So again, on that note, guys, and thanks for watching again. And make sure you look out for my email tomorrow, and stay tuned watching the demo video very quickly as well. Okay, all right, Simon, thank you so much, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye.